Hello and welcome to Wizard Hypnosis. Before we get to the video today, I'd like to make an apology. This was originally a commission that I received about a month ago, and I was unable to record because of the timing. I recently bought a house with my slave girl. Say hi.
Hi.
That's Amelia. She's a very good girl. And we've been dealing with that, so that's why there hasn't been any files for the last little while. But for anyone interested, this file will basically be a mind melter, except instead of simply melting your mind, what will happen is your mind will be fucked into melting. All your thoughts will melt away, and you'll be left in a completely mindless state. Obviously, you should make sure to avoid doing anything that requires your full attention to do, like driving or operating heavy equipment, while you're in that state. But, if this is something you would like to experience, feel free to continue listening now. Because it's as simple as that. Just continue to listen. It is acceptable to listen however you so desire. There is no need to actively try to create trance, or to work hard towards it. All you need to do is listen. Trance can take effect all on its own, and there's nothing you need to worry about. There's nothing you need to think about, but listening to my words. For example, when I tell you that your breathing might slow, there's no need to think about it or worry about it. But you can notice how your breathing can get a little slower, a little more rhythmic. Some people force themselves to feel the suggestion or to make it work for them, but that's not necessary. You don't need to worry about making it work, because the suggestion itself will take hold over time. Your breathing is slowing. Your mind is calming. Your body is relaxing. All of these might seem like simple words to someone who listens, but words communicate an idea with the mind, and the mind reacts to the idea communicated with it. And so, the first thing you notice is how your breathing slows right down, like you were relaxing in a comfortable bed, all rugged up in your sheets, just relaxing and listening, because there's nothing else you need to worry about. And of course, as your breathing slows, you relax naturally, let alone through the suggestion. Your body works to relax for you. There's no need to worry about it. It's happening all on its own. And all you needed to do was listen. There is a part of the mind that likes to question hypnosis, tries to wonder if it's working, or working for them at the very least. But this only gets in the way of a fun, relaxing trance. So, as we continue, you can find that part of your mind turns off a little more as you continue to listen. You can try to question and think actively, but the mind wants to be empty, to turn off for a while. That's why you're listening after all. So all those thoughts, keeping it awake, can be drained away. There's no reason to hold on to them. Much more fun, in fact, to let go. to allow your thoughts to subside and to continue listening to my voice, to allow it to occupy your entire attention span. The rest of the world is unimportant and can fade as you continue to listen. Focus entirely on my voice, because that is what you'll enjoy the most. Just focusing intently on all the interesting things that pass from my lips, all the words that enter your mind and share ideas with you. Listen and focus as intently as you can, and notice that focus grows as you continue to listen. As if you couldn't stop focusing, pulling away just brings you back, makes you focus a little more. As if something about my voice was spiraling you into it, was pulling you in. It's okay to try and stop listening, to try and stop thinking about it, to try and think about something else. But then you'll only notice just how strong that pull is. How the more you look away, the more you try and pull your thoughts to something else, the more they'll be pulled back. There's something so interesting about my voice, something so tantalizing that you can't quite stop yourself from listening deeper and deeper, and deeper as we continue, letting my words become so powerful in your mind, letting them stick to you. And that's okay, because you wanted to listen in the first place. You're simply achieving what you wanted to do. You wanted to become helpless, to become entranced, and you're doing a very good job at experiencing it. You can notice how the more you try to think, the more your body sinks. How the more you try to move, the more your body relaxes, ignoring you completely. Simply sitting there or lying down, still as can be. Perhaps you'll move to get comfortable, and that's okay. You're allowed to do that. But the body is relaxing, all those muscles unwinding. It's as if with every breath you breathe in relaxation and breathe out all tension. And you can struggle to keep yourself from staring blankly onwards and focusing on my voice, but in the end, you'll stare blankly at the screen. Your eyes will droop. Your eyelids will get very heavy, but it's okay to keep them open. Whatever you're most comfortable with. Because it's good to be comfortable and deeply entranced. Just relax and allow it to happen. Resistance is silly. It just gets in the way, and there's no point to it. Or, if there was a point, it would simply be to prove how helpless your mind really was. That it couldn't keep itself out of trance. That just listening pulled you in. that there was nothing it could really do to get itself out, to escape the pull of my words. And that's okay too. But then you'll simply be missing out on all the fun and enjoyment of just surrendering, on giving up all notions of self-control, on having your mind become a completely blank slate, soft clay for me to work with, on giving your mind to the experience of pleasure. Leave your fears and anxieties to the wayside. They are pointless here. They only serve to get in the way. Let them fade away and enjoy yourself, because I know you want to enjoy yourself. I know that in that mind of yours is a pleasure seeker waiting to get at the enjoyment of this file, waiting to fall deeply and soundly into a deep hypnotic trance, to lose all awareness of the world around them, to lose all awareness of their own thoughts, to become completely blank and enjoyably relaxed. So let your worries go. Allow yourself to feel completely safe for me. And I mean completely safe. Protected even. Held close by my words as if they were a strong, hypnotic web that binds your mind and pulls you deeper. And even though you are helpless, you can feel safe and protected, knowing that I am here, and you can let go. Your body wants to let go and feel safe like that. Your mind wants you to let go and feel safe like that. So the anxieties and fears hold no sway over you. You can find yourself feeling completely at ease, and if you try to worry or try to think rationally about your situation, you can find that you just feel safer. You can't help it, because you're stuck here with me now, captured by those wonderful webs, the way my words stick to your mind. There's no way out of it, no way to avoid it. So just listen. In a little while, I'm going to count you down. I'm going to count down your awareness until your mind turns off. And after that, you will experience all the wonderful things I suggest. Every experience felt as if it was a real sensation. Because through hypnosis, you can experience things as if they are real. In fact, it goes deeper than that. The mind is what tells you what is real and what is not. As I count you down in a moment, you're going to find your awareness of what is real shifts, so that the hypnotized, the suggestion, becomes more real than anything else. You won't be able to tell if it's fake or if it's a suggestion or anything like that. It will simply be real. The mind will lose its ability to question, to doubt, or to think, and you'll be able to enjoy all those wonderful, pleasurable things. So, I'm going to count you down now, starting with the number 10, and you can feel your reality begin to shift. 9, as if these numbers were all that was real to you. 8, your sense of what is real and what is not getting weaker with each number. 7, perhaps these numbers are all that could be real. 6, as if what I say is all that could be real. 5, your very sense of reality unfocusing. 4, and focusing on what I say, making sure to listen so intently. 3, because it wants to learn, it wants to understand the reality I set forth for it. 2, the mind so safely tangled in my webs, where it is free to enjoy itself and free to experience. 1, with the mind ready to experience everything I suggest. And you can feel yourself now floating for me in a deep, dark void, too dark to see anything, and all the thoughts rambling inside your head as to where you are or what's going to happen. All that anxiety pent up until the first touch as a strange liquid touches the bottom of your foot and begins to rise. Not like it was covering you, but more like a soft, gooey tendril beginning to wrap around your legs and moving closer upwards towards your sexual center, moving so slowly and sticking to you, not firmly, but just clinging to you like a gooey mass as it moves upwards, sticky and, for some reason, completely arousing you. You can't get it quite out of your mind how it touches you, how it caresses your skin as it moves upwards, slightly warm to the touch, as it sticks to you and moves up towards your knees now. You can feel your arousal grow in anticipation for what comes next. It's as if the touch was aphrodisiac, chemicals absorbed by the skin to make you so very needy. But as you think about that, it starts to move faster, and in the mind's eye, you can look down and see that white, slimy mass move up towards your sexual center. Like a tendril made entirely of cum, slowly and surely, binding its way up around your thighs. Your anticipation grows and grows. You can't stop wanting it to move higher, to fill you with that precious liquid, because a small part of your mind knows whose cum that is, winding its way like a web around your body, waiting to fill you with my cum. You can feel it sticking and moving all the way up as it coats the parts of your inner thigh so close to your sexual center. And as that arousal grows to a new, more serious level, it begins to move inside, just a little at first, and then more, thicker and deeper inside every hole, moving so deep, deeper than you thought possible beforehand, as if it was coating the entire inside of your body, working its way upwards a lot faster now, pumping its way into you like a solid liquid. You can feel the friction, pleasurable as if it was a solid, like it was glass, but it moves inside you like a liquid, working its way up inside you, inside your stomach, and then your chest, like a long, thick tendril that pumps through your body, up and up, pleasuring you more than you could ever imagine, filling you like you've always needed to be filled. And it keeps moving up, like it was fucking all the way into your body, right up to your neck now, inside you, wriggling about as it crawls its way up, thrusting inside you, moving so much it's almost painful, but it feels so good as it begins to fill your head, and you can feel your mind as that tendril begins to wrap around it, fucking it from the inside, melting all those little brain cells, melting your mind away. The mind is fucked into a state of deep, thoughtless arousal, as all the thoughts melt away, and thinking becomes so hard. All you can really think is how you need so much more. You need that pleasure. You just need to feel good, to be fucked, to touch yourself, to be mindless, horny and mine. Let my cum overwhelm you as it melts your pathetic little brain, melting it and filling it with cum. So hard to think now as it thrusts in, your brain melted down into that hot, sticky mess. No thoughts, can't think, too horny to think, just need my control. That's all you need. You're too much of a dumb little pleasure seeker to need anything else. You just need the pleasure of my control. Thinking about anything else is just so hard. Your mind is being melted away. There's nothing you can do about it. In a moment, you'll be woken. Though I'm sure you're too dumb to know what that means right now. Too mindless. But when you are woken, you'll touch yourself, pleasuring yourself into a mindless, aroused state where all you can think about is how much you need my control. You need to obey me, to be mine. And you'll keep touching and pleasuring for as long as you can, because it just gets better the more you do it, even as your mind melts as you do. It's a catch-22. The more of a pleasure seeker you are, the more you touch yourself. But the more you touch yourself, the more you need the pleasure that my control brings you. You just can't help yourself. You need to surrender to it all until it completely engulfs you, until you're unrecognizable. Just a mindless little drone waiting for the next command. But of course, I'm rambling. So on a count of 5, you'll wake up, so pleasurably needy, so completely aroused that you'll need to pleasure yourself. I'm afraid there's no escape. On a count of 5, you will wake, feeling each number bring you closer to wakefulness. 1, more and more awake. 2, able to determine reality from hypnotic again. 3, feeling yourself overwhelmed even as you wake. 4, able to feel the world around you. And 5, wide awake. And welcome back. Feel free to enjoy any of my files as you enjoy yourself. And tell me what you think in the comments. I'm always open to suggestions. And as always, thank you for giving your mind to wizard hypnosis.